Hold up. My trusty dusty water. Yo, that man. You know who it is. You know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh. The K8, the General Report for duty. 4-0. 4-0. We got some things to talk about. We definitely got some things to clean up. But thought it was I thought it was a good team win. I mean, when you come into the situation to where as though you have kind of a demon on you. A lot of people want to talk about the Heat. You know, guys like Jalen Hurts, they ain't trying to hear about none of that. You got to go out there and execute. So when you talk about the fact of, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got our number, like, I'm gonna keep it tall like City Hall. We got like LA Rams number. We got the Kansas City Chiefs number. We got them kind of teams number, right? But it has been in the past that the Buccaneers have had our number, but not today. Not today. I thought the Philadelphia Eagles offense in the second half, I thought that they was dominant. You know what I mean? I thought Kevin Petula called a great first half. He kind of switched it. He kind of switched it. He called a great first half, and then the second half was, but I also thought it was adjustments, and that's where Kevin Petula now, we have gotten on you for 3 games about starting slow. You fixed that, but then the defensive coordinator make adjustments, and now you have to find a way to make the adjustments on top of the adjustments. So I think that we are seeing our OC kind of grow right in front of us. You know what I mean? Like, not gonna lie to you, I think that Kevin Petula, this was his best called game. Even though you would have liked more and better in the second half, not the runs, not 3 runs in a row when you're trying to put a team away, trying to be conservative and all of that. But at the same time, he's still trying to figure things out. I didn't like the fact of you was trying to force AJ Brown in the third quarter. It was all AJ Brown, all AJ Brown, all AJ Brown. And I do think that's on Jalen Hurts also, that you got to understand that they're not letting they're not letting AJ Brown beat us. Whatever the case may be, you're not going to beat us with AJ Brown. We just seen what he did to the LA Rams. They're saying that you're not going to do that to us, and they're also saying that you're not going to run the ball and be dominant like how you was just last year. But with all that being said, the Philadelphia Eagles still pulled a win out. With all that being said, the Philadelphia Eagles didn't let an 18-point deficit go away. It only got to 8 points. So yes, they scored, and I think the defense got to tighten up. But it was too. And I know Vic Fangio. He probably was in the locker room right after the game, giving them all the smoke. He probably was in there giving them all the smoke. So when you got a situation to where as though your defense gave up 270-yard uh, um, touchdowns, passing touchdowns, that's inexcusable. It happened once. It's like, all right, we got to fix that. But then it happens again, and I get it. It was a scramble play. I thought Baker Mayfield. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Baker Mayfield played out of his mind. Baker Mayfield is definitely better than what a lot of people would think. I gotta give credit where credit is due. I seen him. We just couldn't sack him. We finally got that one sack on him, and I thought that was amazing by Jomo. But he was slipping out. He's faster than what people think. He was shifty. Make sure, because people keep dropping out. Is my Oh my, why I find that on? I thought that he was shifty. I thought that when you look at a guy like Baker Mayfield, he was trying to make plays down the field. Now, here's what I am going to say. People want to talk about this heroics of Baker Mayfield, but to throw that interception, damn, Gino just threw a crazy interception. But to throw that interception when the game is on the line and when you're trying to come back and you're in the red zone, that that's a telltale sign. That's a telltale sign. Because to me, we don't got a quarterback that's going to do that. We need a real OC. I know people going to complain. I know. But I do like, here's what I'm going to say about Kevin Petula. I do like the fact of you do have a situation to where though it was no touch push. I missed some of the game, so let me know if we ran an actual touch push and not just a fake one. I thought that was a wrinkle in the game to get the two easy toss for touchdowns. I thought that was a wrinkle in the game. I thought that he was getting guys involved early in the game. Now, I don't know, after the 15 play script, he just ran out of plays. I don't know what happened in the second half. Maybe he tried to be too conservative, and we all know that really don't bode well for us, even though we just keep winning. We still keep finding a way to win. But I'm gonna say Kevin Petula is learning on the curve. No touch push today. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. To me, this was Kevin Petula's best call game. Now I know people are going to go out here and say we need a new OC, and I get it. I'm not going to debate with you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just telling you how I feel, because when you got a guy and people can say, and I have said it too, yo, you've been here all this time. You should know this. You should know that. So let me tell you something, right? If you are a weightlifter and you spot somebody benching 375 or 350, that don't mean that you know how to bench 375 and 350. You actually, the experience is the best teacher. That's the fresh fact of the day. Experience is the best teacher. He is learning. He's learning. And to me, I'm not saying he getting the job done at a high level, but at the same time, he is getting the job done. We are not losing because of him. Now, it's a lot of OCs in the National Football League that lose because of the OC. Now, I get it. We got a lot of talent. You got Jalen Hurts, you got Dallas Goddard, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley. The list goes on and on and on. But I'm going to say this. I do think that Kevin Petula, so we want to talk about how he's been here all these years, right? I do think that Kevin Petula is looking at those old years and trying to implement the things that we did in those old years. And it's not the same team. I'm going to keep it real with you. The loss of Mekhi Beckham is major. It's major because a lot of people don't want to put this fact out there. But a lot of them 60-yard runs, them 70-yard runs, them 50-yard runs for Saquon Barkley for touchdowns, they came on the back of Mekhi Beckham. Mekhi Beckham was a tackle. He was oversized at guard, and he was just manhandling the middle of the defensive line. So you got a situation to where as though you don't have that. You got Tyler Steen now, and he's still trying to run up the middle and run behind Tyler Steen, and that just ain't getting it right now. So he got to find different ways to get Saquon Barkley implemented in the game better. But I do think when he came out, when the offense came out, Jalen Hurts, he was on one. He was throwing. I mean, first of all, you start the game like how you ended the game on a touchdown um, from the special teams, and this is why this is the best team in the NFL. We're talking about three stages of the game. We're talking about three stages of the game. Damn, that was a crazy touchdown. How the hell we catch that? We're talking about three stages of the game, and the Philadelphia Eagles are mastering that with special teams, defense, and offense. The defense showed up and showed out in the first half, but they started telling off a little bit and the OC started figuring things out. But when the rubber had to meet the road, guess what? The defensive Eagles showed up and showed out. I mean, Zach Baun, everybody was talking about him with the knee brace and all that, but for him to actually get on the field and look like he ain't miss a beat, he was all over the field. Jahai Campbell, other than the touchdown, I thought that he was all over the field. Got 2 turnovers, and that's another thing that the Philadelphia Eagles do probably better than anybody in the NFL is they take away and they don't give away. They take away and they don't give away. We damn near like state taxes. We are the Philadelphia Eagles defense and offense are damn near like state taxes. We take away and we don't give away until the end of the year. By the end of the year, guess what? We already hosting the Lombardi Trophy. So to me, I thought that the defense played well except for in the third quarter. Baker Mayfield, he got a chance to go off, but I'm gonna say this: I don't know how many people had us 4-0 in this stretch because everybody kept saying, "Man, the Eagles they starting a wild stretch." I mean, look at it. You gotta face the division rivals. Then you gotta go to Kansas City. Then you gotta go to the LA Rams. No, the LA Rams came to us, right? Yeah. Then then you gotta face the LA Rams, who was their toughest match. Then you gotta see, um, then you gotta see the Buccaneers, who is Jalen Hurts kryptonite. And to come out of that 4-0, I don't know how we can complain about too much. Now, do you want to see your team get better? Do you want them to actually put together a full a full game of just dominance? You do. But we also got to understand that this Philadelphia Eagles has a new offensive coordinator. This Philadelphia Eagles are trying to figure things out on the defense. You know what I mean? We came into the game with injuries, and Lane Johnson goes out. I think that was another thing. Like when Lane Johnson goes out, I think the offense changed. I think Kevin Petula mindset changes with the offense for some reason, and I get it. Lane Johnson, he's a veteran. Lane Johnson is the best right tackle in the National Football League. And a lot of things run through Lane Johnson with the running, with the pass blocking, with all that. But at the same time, you still got to give guys like Fred Johnson, you still got to get them chances. You do. I thought that Kevin Petula still has to understand that. I still got to be aggressive. I can't when a team is especially you gotta and here's is if I have an issue with Kevin Petula, my issue is KP stop running the ball every first down. Gotta stop running the ball. Yeah, but the Philadelphia Eagles always do that. That's not just a KP thing. We had gripes with that with not Shane Steichen. But he ain't hold on. He ain't come out like that in the first quarter. The first play of the game was a pass. The first like 2-3 plays of the game was a pass. So I gotta kind of disagree on that. But the Philadelphia Eagles, that's how they do. They want to establish the run. But we also gotta understand that sometimes when a run ain't running, you gotta pass the ball. You have to get the run sweep this season. I think that, and I do think that you got to get Saquon Barkley acclimated into the passing game a lot more. I get it. We done seen him fumble. I'm not fumble. We done seen him drop a couple passes and all that, but he's still Saquon Barkley. So, like I was saying though, the only gripe that I really have with Kevin Petula is when you come into the situation of you're trying to put a team down. You're not trying to not lose. You're trying to stop on them. And you should have seen that with just the kill shot in a Super Bowl. A lot of people would have not advised for us to go to the kill shot with Devontae Smith. A lot of people would have said, "Oh no, just run the ball, get some clock out there." Yo, listen, People want to talk about this clock management and all that kind of stuff. First of all, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won the clock, they won the yards, they won all that, but they didn't win the game. Tone, that what's going on? They didn't win the game. So to me, points are better than time. I'm gonna say it again. Put up points, and you ain't even gotta worry about no damn time. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. That's just a fact. Because we wasn't worried about no time in the Super Bowl. When Jalen Hurts threw that dagger to Devontae Smith, guess what? After that, there's no coming back. If you would have stayed aggressive, you're up 18, you put another 7 points. Now you up 25. Think about that. If you put up another seven points after you come out, you got the ball in the half, right? In the third quarter. Got the ball in the third quarter. You put up another 7 points. You are up 25 points. They done. But then you was being conservative. You want to run a ball. You're trying to get Saquon Barkley acclimated. Then you're trying to make sure that A.J. Brown is happy. And I don't like them kind of things. I get it. A.J. Brown is going to be in a situation to where I didn't get the ball. I don't think he's going to be like that. I think he looked at it and said, yo, this defense, they're doubling me. This defense is making sure I don't get off. But the other guys are eating. So to me, you can't say the passing game, even though I think Jalen Hurts only threw for 130 yards. But every single pass, it was significant. Every single pass was significant. And you still win the game. And you still put up, 34? We still put up 34. You want a -7. We still put up 27. Think about that. 3 straight plays to AJ, the same route is wild. It wasn't the same route, but it was three straight plays. I can't wait to get to all 22. But it wasn't the same route. But let me tell you something. Fourth quarter, 6 minutes left. The third down. I think it was 3rd and 3. The middle of the field is wide open. Wide open. And they run a up and out for A.J. Brown. What in the hell is Jalen Hurts supposed to do right there? Now, maybe he can check there, but you got to understand, because a lot of people are going to say that he should be able to check there. But you also got to understand that you playing in a hostile environment, and their team, now the crowd is rolling. Now it's loud in the stadium. So all that check stuff is out of here. All that check stuff, all that check at the line is really out of here. Unless you just got to look over there like, yo, you see it. And maybe they need to develop that. But at the same time, the check at the line of scrimmage, you have to be able to speak. And everybody has to be able to hear you. And they was loud in there because they felt as though our team just had 3 comeback wins and we can do it again against the Philadelphia Eagles. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Let's see what y'all talking about. RJ was 5 straight because the last 2 on the drive was AJ Brown. Well, I don't know what you're saying, Tone. I don't know if you're driving in Texas. That's not Hurts' fault. It's on KP. I agree. What up, my Eagles, brother? We 4-0. KP has to go in the worst play calling. Is he worse than Brian Johnson? Is KP worse than Brian Johnson? Answer that for me. Answer that for me, Donald. Is KP worse than Brian Johnson? I think not. I think not. Especially when he showed. It's so crazy. Everybody is going to look at the second half and just diminish the first half. Just diminish the fake tush push. Just diminish. Oh my God, Alvin Gentry, go, 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 go. He just scored. I got him on my fantasy. I picked him up. Everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. I picked him up in the second round. They like, hey, you gonna get the rookie that? Yup. Gonna be another Bijan for me. He gonna be another Bijan for me. Man, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, to me, we gotta look at the whole game and not just the end of the game and saying, yo, Kevin Petula this and Kevin Petula that. I thought that he came out aggressive as he ended the game aggressive against the Rams. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna lie to you. He has to figure out a way to keep being aggressive. He has to figure out a way to get everybody acclimated into into the game plan. And it's not just, oh, damn, look at the spreadsheet and say, damn, AJ Brown only got 2 targets for 13 yards. All right, first play to hump, second play to hump, third play to hump. It don't work like that in the NFL. It don't. Now you got away with it kind of sorta in the Rams game because Jalen Hurts was just cooking. But at the same time, it's not gonna work like that all the time. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, the Ravens really can't beat the Chiefs. They really can't beat the Chiefs. Oh man, you want to talk about kryptonite? That's crazy. And we look at it, and then when you look across the league, who offense is really like rolling? Like the Lions finally got it rolling. The Lions finally got it rolling. I think that the Chargers, they've been rolling. You got some offenses that rolling, but at the same time, is it's also who they playing. To me, and I'm not sure actually, but I think that this first 4 games, this first 4 starts, you went against three playoff teams in a division rival. 3 playoff teams in a division rival to start the game and to start the year. And the first game is always murky. It's always weird. A lot of people lose and they're not supposed to lose, especially when you don't play preseason. Yada yada yada. Right? But you got a situation to where as though you are 4-0. You went against 3 playoff teams, and you also went against a division rival who was up for the task. They was, and they all lost. They all had to bend the knee. They all had to bow. So to me, when you when you look at the situation under Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, we up from here because a lot of people have us going 2-2, probably at the best 3-1, but you're 4-0. You're 4-0. So to me, as Philadelphia Eagles fans, I think we need to appreciate what we are seeing here because let's keep it tall like City Hall. We might not see this again. Think about it. Jalen Hurts right now is 20-21 in his last games, in his last 21 games. And the only game that he lost, he got knocked out in like in the beginning of the second quarter or something like that. You have a Philadelphia Eagles team that just won the Super Bowl, that have not lost really a game with their starting quarterback since week 5 of last year. And we're about to be on week 5 this year. So for real, Jalen Hurts playing, think about this. Jalen Hurts playing a full game has not won in damn near a calendar year. Think about that. The Philadelphia Eagles, when Jalen Hurts starts and finish the game, have not lost in damn near a calendar year. And y'all want to sit up here and complain about Kevin Petula. But we not grasping the fact of our Philadelphia Eagles are doing something historically that we might not never see again. How about we bask in the ambience of that? Because it's many teams that have not won a game or won 3 to 5 games in 65 and 365 days. But we're sitting in here talking about we haven't damn near we only lost one game in 365 days. Come on, man. Come on, man. What we talking about here? Now I'm with I'm with it. Kevin Petula, he needs to tighten up. Some of the defense, some of the defensive players, I still think we need a CB2. Yes, things need to tighten up. But at the same damn time, we just had a situation to where as though we was 10-1 and then we folded. We come out and we win a Super Bowl. We have not lost a game in their 365 days calendar year. And we always got something to complain about. How about if we was the Dallas organization? How about if we was the Atlanta organization, the Saints organization? How about if we was the Browns organization? We ain't none of them. We at the cream of the crop, and I get it. We our expectations are so high for this team because we understand the talent that we had. We understand that Jalen Hurts is Super Bowl MVP. We understand that we got all pros. We understand we got Saquon Barkley. We got all of them. And it's like the coaching staff is holding us back. I get that. I do. But at the same time, we got to show credit where credit is due. Nick Sirianni is on a historic run as a head coach. Nick Sirianni has won. I think he has the third best, probably the second best now after this game. I think he has the third best winning percentage in NFL history in his first 5 seasons. 6 now. Turn my head around because I don't think y'all hear me. Let me turn my head around because I don't think y'all hear me. Nick Sirianni, in the history of the NFL, that's over 100 years, has the third best winning percentage in all of history in his first 6 years. But guess what? We're going to complain about a win. We're going to complain that Kevin Petula is this and he's that. And that shouldn't be the focus. And that shouldn't be the focus. The focus should be the Philadelphia Eagles are unstoppable. No matter what you put in front of us, no matter what high the adversity is, the Philadelphia Eagles always come out on top. That was crazy. Pause. So to me, don't give me this Kevin Petula need to be fired stuff. You want to do that? That's fine. That's cool. But at the same time, how about you show love to the Philadelphia Eagles, especially if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan? How about you show love and say, yo, my team, how about you wear that badge proudly? My team is 20-21 in the last 21 games. Damn near calendar year, we only lost one game when Jalen Hurts got knocked out the second quarter. How about we do that? How about we bask in the ambiance of yes, we listen, we not the players. We can still talk about last year. You want to know why? Because nobody has dethroned us, first of all, but nobody has even beat us. Nobody has even beat us. The last time we lost was against Washington. I think that was like week 14, and Jalen Hurts got knocked out. And the defense still put up 5 turnovers. And we should have won that game. We didn't have our quarterback. But then guess what happened in the national championship game? They gave up 5 turnovers, and we put BTA on them. BTA 55 points, the most in any conference game ever in NFL history. The Eagles are making NFL history week after week after week. But what do we want to continuously concern about? Kevin Petula. And we are taking out the fact that Nick Sirianni, again, is the third best winning percentage in the National NFL. You get what I'm saying? The National Football League in history. We're going to forget the fact that Vic Fangio came over here, turned a 30 ranked defense 2 years ago into the first ranked defense. And look at us now. We are on a repeat run. A lot of people had us going 2-2. Some people had us going 1-3. Nobody had us going 4-0. And guess where we sit right now? That's where we sit right now. Don't worry, I'll wait. Somebody answer. Where we at right now? 4-0. 4-0. Donald, yo, that we're going to repeat, and there's nothing the NFL can do about it. And that's another thing. Mosquitoes, man. Them black mosquitoes. I don't know if them Jones all over the US, but in Philly is little black mosquitoes I never seen before until about 3 years ago. Anyway. That's another thing that we gotta understand also. The NFL tried to set us up. Think about it. We have no back-to-back home games. Our schedule is tough as hell. We talking about we got the Chargers, we got the Bills, we got Kansas City, we got the Rams, we got Minnesota, we got all these damn playoff teams. And we don't even get a back-to-back home game. But yet and still we 4-0 right now. Going on the road. Winning at home. We gonna complain. We gonna complain because Kevin Petula couldn't put up 70 points. We put up 34 points and we still complaining. We still complaining. We put up 34. The first half was immaculate. The trick plays, the fake tush push. It's the first game that the Philadelphia Eagles have ran not a tush push since we invented the tush push. This is the first game. But yet and still, we still got something to complain about. Puka Nakua out too. Yo, all my wide receivers on fantasy just keep getting hurt, man. Mike Evans gone. Whatchamacallit, just tore his ACL. Neighbors tore his ACL. And now Puka. Fantasy might be done for me this year. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure something out. But anyway, yeah, man. I just don't get it. So let's break down the game a little bit more for those that wasn't here. I mean, I thought that the defense they had they spurts to where as though it was bad, but overall, I gotta give them. I'm gonna get them a B minus. And Lamar just coughed that ball up again. Lamar just caught that ball up again. That's crazy, and that's another thing our quarterback don't do. Turn the damn ball over. You looking at the NFL? I mean, even in the game, Baker Mayfield throwing that wild interception is crazy. But anyway, the defense, they get a B minus. Those two long touchdowns, it takes away the A, but you also had two turnovers. And that's another thing that we doing. Like, yo, do you know Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts has the longest streak in NFL without an interception. I think it's 194 passes or something like that. The longest streak in NFL without an interception. We don't lose the turnover battle at all. The most we're gonna do is tie. I think we tied in the Rams game, right? Was it the Rams game? Whatever game that yeah, it was the Rams game. I think we tied, but we don't lose a turnover battle. And here's what I'm gonna say: the resiliency, the fact that no matter how it looks, the fact of no matter who has to get it done, this Philadelphia Eagle team is going to find any way to get the win, whether it's special teams, whether it's the defense got to step up, whether it's the offense got to take over, whatever the situation is. And we are in a great state. We are in a situation to where as though we can be like the Patriots. We can be like the Kansas Chiefs just was. And to me, if you want to be tall like City Hall, I think we took their Monstar talent. I think we took their Monstar talent in the Super Bowl because now it's us. It's us that's pulling out whatever kind of win and doing whatever we got to do. The Philadelphia Eagles was definitely dominant in the first half on all three stages, and then it got dwindled down. But let's also understand the climate. And I'm not making excuses. I'm just putting the facts out there. It was 103 degrees. 103 degrees in their house. And shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles fans, man. It just seemed like they took over that stadium. Because at first, I'm watching the game on my phone, kind of watching, but not really watching because I'm driving. And I'm thinking I'm hearing boos, but I'm hearing Coop. When he made up, I'm like, damn, they in there deep. Oh, that was crazy. But no, but in all seriousness, man, like we got a situation to where though the Philadelphia Eagles are the best team, and I keep saying this, Jalen Hurts right now is the best quarterback in the NFL. He is. He's the most winningest quarterback. He's the reigning Super Bowl MVP. He has not thrown a pick. He has the longest streak without throwing a pick. And now he's putting up passing touchdowns. Everything that they wanted. Yeah, he's not throwing for 300 and 400 yards and all that kind of stuff. He ain't doing that. But guess what he is doing? Putting up dubs. Putting up dubs. So to me, Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFL right now. The Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in the NFL right now. Everybody want to keep talking about to who's the threat to the Philadelphia Eagles, and they keep changing every single week. First it was the Rams, knocked them off. Then it was Tampa Bay, knocked them off. Oh, I guess it's the Lions now. Oh, we'll see them. Oh, we'll see them. And then I guess after we knock them off, it's going to be the Vikings with Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz knows this. It's going to always be something. That's why we shouldn't be sitting here complaining about Kevin Petula. Everybody else is complaining about other things about this team. Everybody else is trying to knock us off. First of all, the refs. I don't know what the hell that was. That pass interference on Cooper Jean, like what was that? What was that? I don't get it, man. They gave Tampa Bay a lot of situations to where though they should be that they should have won the game for real, for real. But the resiliency and the competitiveness of this team said, "Oh hell no! Oh hell no!" That's all I got for the day, man. We're gonna do a full breakdown of this game. Um, I probably probably try to go live with y'all, and we gonna actually, after we break things down and really look at things, we gonna really talk about it and how the Philadelphia Eagles can get better moving forward. But I don't know how you can get better than 4-0. I don't know how you can get better than being the best team in the National Football League. Don't give me the Chargers. Don't give me who else they gonna try to say that's better than us, the Lions. Yeah, the Lions, they putting up points, but also look at who they playing. Our schedule has been way tougher than theirs. I think who they played, the Browns. Now get oh yeah, and then it was the Packers, and then he lost to the Browns. Listen, I'm not trying to play nobody organization. I know it's any given Sunday, yada yada yada. But they keep trying to say this team and this team and this team is better than the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's just not true. Philadelphia Eagles are not only the best team in the NFC, they're the best team in the NFL. Who y'all gonna say after the Chargers start falling a little bit? The Colts are better than us? I'm just saying. It's only a couple teams left. What was it like? 3, 4 teams left that's undefeated, and we just knocked off one of them. We just knocked off one of them. Y'all want to talk about all the fourth quarter heroics? Y'all want to talk about all that? I don't know. This offense might not be able to do this and be able to do that against Todd Bowles' defense, but guess what? It happened. They was getting shredded in the first half. I'm surprised Todd Bowles kept sending blitzes because it was pick them off. Jalen Hurts, you get a pass, you get a pass, you get a shuttle pass. Dallas got her 8 today. I don't know how you deal with this team because when you look at it, every single game is somebody different that's getting off. One day it could be AJ Brown like it was last week. One day it could be Devontae Smith. One day it could be Dallas Goedert. One day it could be Saquon Barkley. One day it could be Jahan Dotson. One day it could just be Jalen Hurts himself with his legs. You can't beat us. Yo, that.